Hey, look, man. Even though the Knicks is playing right now, look like they're gonna be good. My Sixers look like we about to get packed up and shipped out USPS style.
Yeah, Cancun on 3, bum ass niggas. Get the fuck up out of here. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
let me text
My
this nigga
Six
Sam right now. This bitch.
my Sixers ain't the only one that's getting packed up or got packed up. Uh, we gonna start
That
this.
boy, that boy getting good with the segues. Getting nice with the segues. That boy been going to journalism school. That boy all right. Ooh, that was a good transition, my boy. Okay.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I appreciate you, my boy. But yeah, we definitely got to start because we gonna mix in some things. We've been on a WWE spree. I got some AEW stuff I do want to talk about, but we got to start with these releases before we go anywhere. It's almost like it happens every year. For those of you who might be casuals or now jumping into wrestling, this happens every year. So every year it's like a trend where you have Mania.
That's the main in the releases, yeah.
Yeah, you have the NXT call-ups, which the NXT call-ups this year kind of happened a little earlier than normal. Normally we get the NXT call-ups right after Mania, and we did get some, but with Javon, Oba, and Trick coming up, essentially Royal Rumble a little bit before. You get your NXT call-ups, Mania NXT call-ups, and then within that same period, we get releases every year. And this year, you knew it was happening because it's like, all right, they're calling all these people up. They just called up Oba, Trick, and Javon. They're gonna call up more NXT call-ups after with Ethan Page and Sol Ruka. And I think they was talking. Matter of fact, no, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is gonna be on SmackDown. So you know that's pushing some people out the door, right? But it got talking in regards to who was actually pushed out the door. So when the first alert I got, when I was out, and the first alert I got was Nikki Cross had been released. Once I saw that, I said, "Oh yeah, they go ahead and send the alerts because the Wire Six is next." And sure enough,
Yeah.
the rest of the Wire Six. So just to run down the list real quick, the Wire Six. For those of you who don't know, all the members is Uncle Howdy, which is Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Joey Gacy, Esther Loomis, and Eric Rowan. They got released. Alba Fire, Alex Shelley. If you don't know who that is, Alex Shelley, he's one half of the Motor City Machine Guns. Both of them got released. We'll talk about them in a second because Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, because there's people looking into them. Apollo Crews, Chris Allen, Dante Chen, Luca, Chris Safino, Malik Blake. A lot of these are NXT names as well. Santos Escobar, which sucks because he got released. They had big plans for
He
him.
been hurt. Yeah.
And he got hurt. And he got hurt, man. And they actually had big plans for him in AAA, so that sucks. Some other NXT names as well. Zoe Stark, which I'm not surprised at. It seemed like they didn't really know what to do with her. The ones that stood out though was not only the Y6, but Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, and then you had Kairi Sane. So first and foremost, because I'm gonna ask 3 questions in regards to the releases. First and foremost, overall, what stood out to you about these releases? Like, what does this say to you when you saw some of these names? Like,
I don't know why we're surprised anymore. Like we know they're coming it's sort of
yeah.
like at the end we know WrestleMania is the end of the wrestling season, and that Monday after Raw starts the season all over again. And we know at the end of the season, there's gonna be cuts, there's gonna be trades, there's gonna be all of that. So it's the same thing. Like we know what's coming. We just don't know who's gonna get cut. Like, so the only real surprise, well, I can say there's 2 surprises and one that just made sense. The Kairi Sane was a surprise, and Aleister Black was a surprise. And if you cut Aleister Black, you might as well just cut his wife too, because they're in the program together. Yeah. And shout out to Selena, shout out to Queens, man. You ain't deserve that. But man, we know they're coming. It sucks. Like some of them got a 90-day no compete. So, just hopefully some of them gonna be all right. And then the rest, some of them, I hope they got a good degree.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, business is business, unfortunately, man, at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's like, and WWE is gonna try to make the most money as possible. As you can see, like TKO care about that bottom line. So even though they're bringing in a gazillion dollars, if I
Yeah.
cut these 20 people and could go to a gazillion and a half, I'ma do it.
Do it.
I
Imma
Yeah.
think
do it.
they are currently, again, like, obviously separate from Alistair and Zelina and Kyrie, the bigger names being released, and the Y6. Y6 again, I think WWE is not slowly, to some extent, like, showing they aren't really they are with the grandeur and the entertainment of wrestling. However, certain things they don't want to do, like the supernatural, because they have not done that very well.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
God knows how long. And you
Mhm.
have something like AEW who kind of teeters with it with wrestlers, i.e., what Leo Rush is doing right now
Yeah,
in
build character.
AEW
Yeah.
We're
is
gonna talk about
freaking
that too.
great
Yeah.
A, like, work and build up to what he's going to turn into with that character.
Uh-huh.
He's so, like, amazing. But it's like the business side of it, some of the people probably making too much, and WWE with their WWE ID program, where they are kind of working with the independents to a certain extent and poaching those people into the pipeline, and what they have with their NIL program, they have enough wrestlers continuously coming through the pipeline to where they can easily identify those who are going to be with it and those who aren't. Those who are going to take, though, and those who aren't. Those who are going to try and groom and prepare for the next and are going to show the signs so they can work in the system, and those who can't. And so I'm not surprised by, like, how many uh wrestlers were cut. You know what I mean? Especially on both sides, the more experienced ones and the less known NXT and WWE Evolve ones because of that specific thing. And then what WWE is trying to present now is a certain kind of product that certain wrestlers honestly aren't going to fit. And then with the way the business is changing with TKO, I'm not surprised as, slowly but surely more people, it's going to happen a lot more. And more names are going to want to leave and go elsewhere or do other things.
Yeah, I think for me, two things can be true. I agree with y'all 100%. The business is the business, and this was bound to happen. It's going to happen every year. It's going to continue to happen. And like I said, with the NSC, the amount of call ups, because I think this might have been the most call ups within a year for NSC that we've seen in a while. It was going to happen. My thing is two. Number one, with the Wyatt sits. Not saying that they didn't deserve to be released or anything like that, because they really didn't have no emotion going towards them, if we just being honest and we being realistic, right? But their debut, if just in case people forgot,
Mhm.
I need people to go back and watch their debut on, I can't remember if it was on, no, it wasn't on the episode of the Raw debut on Netflix, but it was months before that. Because, and I was telling somebody else, I can't remember if this was you, Shaq, or I was talking to somebody else about it. Matter of fact, no, I was talking to Jasper. When they had that debut, where it looked like Chad Gable got shot in the head, and they had this whole thing, right? It wasn't just about their debut. It wasn't just about Bray Wyatt. It was what we thought was going to be a preview to the type of content we was getting on the Raw Netflix. Remember when they first was talking about debuting Raw Netflix, they said that they won't censoring out curse words from the crowds no more. Wrestlers was going to be able to curse more. There was going to be more graphic content. And
Did
when
they
they
say
said,
that or the fans just
The
speculated
fans
that?
assume that. They
The
never
fans
said
yeah,
assume
that.
it. WWE never said that.
fans assumed that, but there was also reports about it. That's what I'm getting at. Now, did WWE officials say that? The only thing WWE officials said was that it wasn't going to be no more censorship. They did say that. Triple H actually said that himself. But as far as the more graphic content, that was in the air. And then you had that debut from Y6, which in everybody else's minds was like, oh shoot, like they really might pull the trigger on giving us more graphic content. And then you have the flop. Like, it's one of the biggest flops out of a debut I think I've ever seen. It might be like, I might be reaching off the top of my head, but to have that big of a debut, have that big of hype, not only for the character, but for what's to come in the future of the content on a network. Like that is sad where it came to. Now, once again, two things can be true. Like they had no motion going towards them. Nobody really cared about that MFT versus the YSS storyline whatsoever. They made the lantern bigger than the tag team championships or whatnot. So two things can be true. And then the other thing is Kyrie Zane. Kyrie, we went from why the hell is Kyrie not in this triple threat match at Mania to her being released? And if you go down the women's roster, I'm not throwing no shade at nobody, but there's some other names that should have been released before her. You know what I'm saying? And then not only do you release her, but you pick up the same storyline. We don't even shift the character as far as the storyline between Io and Oscar. You keep the same storyline while you eliminated one of the biggest factors that people wanted to see, and that's Kyrie hit that switch. So that was my only thing about the releases, man. Like just a flop after you debut, you know what I'm saying? And then that gotta be that even it's one of those things where I'm pretty sure Bo is grateful for the opportunity to continue his brother's legacy, but that gotta suck at the same time. You know what I mean? And then with Kyrie saying, man, that's the only thing that stood out. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is for everybody else. I personally think Aleister Black need to go somewhere else because they don't really know how to use him. You can tell he's Triple H's guy. Like Triple H loves him, but the rest of whoever don't really rock with him like that. And I don't know if y'all saw the reports that AEW wrestlers don't want him back
Don't want
because
him back. Yeah.
because he didn't want to take a pin, which is crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, man. That's what stood out to me about the releases, man. We'll see what happens. There's a big, I think the number as of yesterday, the number one trending topic was we want Kyrie Zane on X. But I don't know where this is gonna lead. We've seen this before with R-Truth and
Don't lead to
others where
nothing. She not coming back.
they might I wouldn't completely rule it out.
They said she already went back to Japan, dog. Said she want to be home anyway.
But if she want to be home, then yeah, she ain't coming back. So yeah, man, we gonna see what happens next. If there's any more releases, are they
Best
done?
of luck to everybody, man.
Yeah, best of luck to all
Godspeed.
of y'all.
Best of luck. It sucks people lose their job, man. Best of luck,
Yeah,
especially in a field like this where you may
yeah.
get picked up, you may not. Indie bookings might not be available. So, best of luck to you.
They said AEW looking at Motor City Machine Guns.
So that's a given. I know that's where they're
Yeah,
gonna go.
yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. There was one name I was surprised is not up here, and that's Johnny Gargano. Maybe it's because his contract might be already up, but I was surprised his name wasn't up here.
You're not just gonna release them.
And then Bailey, we already know Bailey. Bailey is on her. She's definitely gone. Like she's gone. She's gone. She done hinted already at having an indie feud with Alba Fire and everything. Like she's gone. She's out of there. She's out of there. So all
She's
right.
fine.
Something AEW I wanted to talk about real quick. And Willie, I
Yeah.
promise you I'm not trolling based on what we talked about last week, but I'm very curious in regards to you guys' thoughts. There is one storyline that has intrigued me particular is this whole storyline with John Moxley and Will Ospreay. It's intrigued me a lot because I honestly don't know what direction they're going in. And that's always fun when you see something
Always.
that's kind of
Right.
unpredictable and you really don't know which direction they're going in. Maybe I'm lost, but like just keeping up with it, I don't know what direction they're going in. And once again, that's not a complaint. That's actually a good thing. What do y'all think about the storyline that's going on with Mox and Osprey right now?
Like you, I don't know where they're going, but I do like the character arc and the storytelling of what's happening with Moxley right now. Like he went
Yeah.
from being the laughing joke, the goddamn, does every match have to have blood?
Mm-hmm.
Like, then, like, this Death Rider storyline needs to die. Like, just kill it already. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'd like to complete 180 with no blood, becoming like the quote unquote submission expert, refusing help from the Death Riders, and then like killing Osprey and Osprey coming back, and then him actually like saving Osprey and then bringing him somewhere, just like kidnapping him, quote unquote. Like, come on, man. Like, it's time for the tribalism to stop in wrestling. Like if you can like one and not like the other, but if you truly like wrestling, AEW is doing some great storytelling and some damn good wrestling. Like damn good wrestling. But I like you, I don't know where they're going. And I like to be confused as a wrestling fan, especially who I am as a person. I'm the person that tries to figure out the end of the movie before it happens. Like I'm the person that tries to figure out the plot twist. I'm the person that tries to know who the killer is. So
You don't like spoilers.
when I can't know what's going on, I enjoy that.
Yeah, there's that man don't like spoilers. That boy saying anything
No,
right
no,
now.
no. There's a difference between spoilers and me watching it myself and trying to figure out. There's a huge difference between Willie be like, you know, the killer was in the room the whole time and saw, right? That's that's completely different. Like that's completely different.
Hey, yeah, I was laughing so hard because I actually remember that.
It's like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like,
That's a
you
true.
remember that? That's a true
I
story.
I
Like
ruined
Willie
Saw.
actually
How did
did
I
that in
ruin?
a
I
group
did
chat.
not ruin no Saw.
Like Willie actually did that in a
Let's
group
blow it
chat.
out of proportion. I never
It
ruined
was
Saw.
wild, and it
He's hyping up that. That is not a truth. Dent sizing it up.
speaking of that, real quick, I know this is not a movie podcast, but I am a movie buff. What was the greater plot twist? Saw 1 or The Sixth Sense?
Saw one. Saw one.
I don't care
Well,
I
about no
even
ghosts
throw Saw 3.
and people being already.
you
Saw
said
3.
what?
Yeah. Saw 1. Yeah. Saw 1 and Saw 3. I think Saw 3
What was
was
Saw
I
3
think
was the one where the son was in there the whole time when he was in the
mhm.
safe?
Mhm. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, they cooked with that.
I don't think Saw 3 was better than Sixth Sense, but it's not a movie podcast.
But yeah, Tilly, where you at with this?
I think I like what they're doing with the story again because John Moxley buried that boy
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just
broke his
about,
neck. Yeah,
and then he's back healthy and fighting still, and John comes to save him. And I think John's new character, Moxley's new character, is about, I guess, being honorable. Not, I don't. It's a hard. That might not be the right word to
yeah.
say.
Honorable might be a stretch.
Yeah, but more so just being, hey man, we fought like men fight. You know what I mean? We win, we lose, but you get back
Mhm.
up and you fight again. And I think what
Brothers fight.
Moxley earned, I think Osprey earned Moxley's respect in that last match where Moxley killed that boy.
Mhm.
And Moxley seen something in that and is worried that Will isn't holding up his end of the bargain of him being that aerial assassin, you know what I mean? The Billy Goat and what he's known to be. And hence Moxley is taking that man away to go get right. You know what I mean? Because I don't know when, if all in London is this summer or is it next year?
It's this summer, I believe. It's in London,
So
right?
yeah, all in
I think
London.
it's
Is it
next
this summer?
Yeah. It should be in August. So this month. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, it's in August 30th.
Yeah.
This year, right?
August.
Yeah, August
Yeah,
3rd
so I
this year.
think this is just leading to Osprey going for the winning the world title against whoever has it, and
Gotta be
Moxley's getting him
MJF,
ready for
right?
that. Could be him.
Should be MJF, but
Yeah,
MJF got to get the title back.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Darby's gonna have a long reign. Did we talk about that on this show, by the way? Darby
We
winning?
didn't.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I had it up here on the agenda, but I wanted to ask, like, what did y'all think about? Because I've seen mixed reviews about Darby winning. I've seen some people say it was completely random, and he deserved a bigger spot than that, like a actual pay-per-view event.
He
I see
won at
some people who
home.
like the surprise
They not
element
going
of it.
to wherever the hell Washington
Then
they was at
shout out to
often.
the kayfabe Cowboys when Nick texted me, asked me like, "That's it," and I was like, "It did what it was supposed to do."
Mm,
He won
WrestleMania
it.
weekend, and what was everybody talking about?
yeah,
Darby Allin winning the title in that fashion, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes you got to go for the shock value. It did exactly what it was supposed to do,
yeah, for sure. And then
and
yeah,
then that was really like long-term storytelling with the what was that called with the with the head scissors takeover for the pin.
Mm-hmm.
How
Mm-hmm.
MJF beat that boy like twice. With
yeah,
the
you
low
had
blow, long-term storytelling also.
and you had to tune in the following week too. You know what I'm saying, to see what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying. That was, I think it was a brilliant move by them
So
to
I
do
know
that.
fucking
Go ahead.
Darby Allin, Tommaso Ciampa, fucking amazing match.
Good
Yeah,
dog. Yeah,
And
chef's
that
kiss.
one bump from the top rope,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Darby's
thought
insane.
I thought they was dead. I thought they
Yeah,
was both
Darby's
dead.
insane. Like Darby needs to be studied. I say it all the
I
time. When
Tommaso
he
blew
did,
his hip out or some shit.
he needs to be studied about the amount of bumps that he takes like that.
yeah,
Then
yeah. He's
have you seen that clip, Dan?
I
Have you
haven't
seen the
seen the
clip?
clip. Nah,
You should
I ain't
watch
see
the
the clip.
match. The match is great in
The
itself.
match is a very
I
good
saw
match.
Ashley was watching it. If I'm not mistaken, that's the match I was watching. But I saw the end of it. I was in the gym. They had it on in the gym, and I was watching it while doing cardio. But I didn't see the beginning of the match. I saw like the last half of it. So I'll go back and watch the first half or whatnot. But I thought that was a brilliant move by AEW, man. Just to, you know what I'm saying, once again, keep the buzz going. Because once again, they recognize, hey, look, like, they would be fools not to pay attention to WWE, and WWE would be fools not to pay attention to them. And if you was AEW, if I'm an exec with AEW and I'm in that writing room, I'm saying, hey, look, this WrestleMania coming up, they either gonna blow this out of the water or this is gonna be a fail. So we got an opportunity either way to make some headlines and make some news.
If it was up to night one,
Yeah, and we either gonna and after night one they would have been right because they're like, look, we either gonna gain some more fans or we not gonna lose any fans, but we have nothing to lose. And MJF can always get the belt back. He
When
can
they go to
always
Saudi Arabia next year, they have all the opportunity
yeah.
to really
that's a fact right there. Yeah.
lay a fucking flagpole in wrestling
I
if they
want to
play
see
it
what the
right.
initial Saudi price is gonna look like. Because if they was like that for Vegas,
Oh man, it'll be just fine. They got enough money over there,
Yeah.
dog.
They got their
They
own
will
money.
sell that out easily.
Yeah,
They're gonna sell it out
yeah.
easily.
Saudi gonna
All the people over there in Europe are gonna sell it out, and then they're talking about London for 2028.
and don't forget
It'll be
Night of
just
Champions is in
yeah.
Riyadh.
again,
Yeah. So you know, yeah,
they're about to move all their PLEs overseas.
it's gonna be but look, hey, here's what I will say. I ain't necessarily saying about the Saudi crowd, but those European crowds changed the game. That France crowd, that France, that
Man, them all soccer people, man. Them people like soccer. They know how to
they
cheer
they
on some shit.
changed the game. Like we have stole all of their chants since Backlash 2 years ago. I forget the name of the city. I just know it's in France. They won in
Them
Paris.
fans,
So
they go and beat. They play their favorite teams up. They go in the field and they don't play no games, man. They really doubt
Italy
that.
might go crazy too because I think Clash of the Castles in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. The Italy about to go crazy. Yeah, them I can't knock them from them European crowds, man. They dope. We just got to figure out why they don't like black women. But other than that, you know what I'm saying?
They like them, just not in public. They like them.
So yeah. All right. So speaking of backlash, let's get into this real quick. Matter of fact, before we do that, I want to say this: WWE, and y'all let me know what I think. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity here. There is one division that has been lacking and should not be lacking, and you have an opportunity to rebuild it back to what it should be, and that's the tag team division. So the Street Profits are back. If y'all did not see that, shout out to Dog.
Shout out to Dog.
Shout out to Dog, because Dog got in shape. Dog got in shape. Dog got in shape.
Yeah.
Dog said, y'all ain't gonna keep treating me like I'm just a random Martin Jannetty about to get thrown through the window. I'm in shape now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You got the Street Profits right there. You got the Division Tag Team with Logan Paul and Austin Theory. You got the Usos. I think we can give up on the dream of Penta and Ray for right now. Maybe later on down the line, but I think they about to put Penta on an insane Intercontinental Championship run. I don't think he's losing that belt no time soon. But there's other tag teams that's right there, and I think they got something. It's just whether they pull the trigger. First step is to put the belt on the Street Profits. Like Division is they're not your long-term tag team champions, but people that can go out and put out match after match after match and put out bangers after bangers after bangers. Street Profits is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think they got an opportunity here.
Let me ask you a question, Quincy. Do you want them to put the belts on the Street Profits, or you believe they're going to put the belt on the Street Profits? Or believe they're going to put the belt on the Street Profits?
No, what I think is going to happen is I think Division is going to keep the belts for like at least another month or two. I don't think that's the right call, but.
And then who beats them?
Huh?
And then who beats them?
That I don't know. I can't even tell you.
I see.
It should be the Street Profits.
I see where this is going already.
It should be the Street Profits, but I don't.
We all know they're putting the belt back on the Usos, man. The Usos are getting the tag team belts again.
Are they? Yes. Will it be soon though? I don't think so. You know why? And we could talk about we could talk about this now. Well, first, before we get into that, Chili, what you think about the Street Profits being back?
Congrats to them being back, man. says they need to make some money since Bianca's on the shelf, so I get that. Think they'll do a good job. I think they need to get it pushed. They need a good. I think there needs to be a title run with a story
Yes.
that
Yes.
is long term that does not include the bloodline or the Usos.
Yes.
And it's not, again, like I say it respectfully, like I can't take WWE's tag team division seriously when you don't have legit tag teams as your champs. Like you have the Vision, that's a put together team of
Yes.
respectfully like singles wrestlers, and then you have Damian Priest and Ron Killings, and you know what I mean? They like, what are we doing right now? It's something to just it's space filler. It's not to say they don't deserve those runs. They're giving them time. But again, I think they don't tell stories in tag team wrestling in the WWE anymore unless it has to do with the Usos.
Yeah.
And even before that, what good stories have they told in WWE tag team wrestling?
And they
I
got
really
it.
can't think of many.
They got a chance because I don't know if y'all even peeped the segment that the Street Profits had backstage with Seth, which is another story in itself. But they got a chance to, and they got a chance to tell these stories and stuff like that. And I ain't even mentioned the New Day. I think Xavier Woods coming back from injury soon. Um, like they got tag teams there that you could tell stories with. Jack, the reason why I don't think I do think they getting the belts back. The reason why I don't think it's gonna be soon, once again, is because we still don't know for sure like when Jimmy is gonna take his break. You know what I'm saying? From the baby.
That's fair. That's fair.
We
That's
don't
fair.
know we don't know when that's gonna happen. Number one. Number two, I think they're gonna actually I think Jimmy's actually gonna pursue like a title before they get they try to get those belts back. Don't be surprised if we see Jacob and Jay team up while Jimmy is out, or we see Jacob and Jay team up, period, because pretty much what's gonna happen, for those of you who don't know, Roman and Jacob is official for Backlash, right? And so we already know what the stipulation is gonna be. Now that we see that a mile away. If Roman wins, Jacob is gonna have to acknowledge him as a tribal
Acknowledge him,
chief,
right?
and he's gonna have to join. He's gonna have to join the bloodline, which is pretty much like what we've been wanting to see. Blood.
Will the match be bloodline rules?
It's a good question. I think that's only for like when the tribal chief status is on the line. But I guess whoever got the belt would be tribal chief. So you know what I'm saying? It is for everything. That's a good question if it's gonna be bloodline rules or not. If it's bloodline rules, that's when we might see an interference.
Yeah, if
Eh,
it's bloodline rules, something's gonna happen. That's why
But I hope not though. I hope not. I hope keep this streak of Roman not needing help alive, yo. It makes better compelling television, you know what I mean? I say keep that streak alive, you know what I mean? But that's where I see it going. Jimmy might go. Now I could be completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? They might put the straps on the Usos like in the next month. Who knows? You know what I mean? But even when they do that, like Willie said, it got to be a story with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring the stories back to tag team wrestling. You got a chance to build on stories. Don't let
Please.
Roman Reigns be the only person telling the stories. You know what I mean? I will say that as much as I love the cinema that comes with having Roman Reigns as a tribal chief and as a champ, he shouldn't be the only one telling stories. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Then, but my question to y'all is: do y'all think Roman and Jacob too soon? You remember how? Because you remember how, and I say that because you remember how. What was the match? It just left my head. There was a match, and I remember Edge and Christian being on the podcast and was like, "Yo, Roman and John Cena." Y'all remember when Roman and John Cena
yeah,
had
yeah,
their match? But it was when Roman was the big dog and Edge and Christian was on their podcast, and it was like, "Why would you have this match?" And I believe that might have been, was that Backlash or what was it? I can't remember which PLE it was, and it was like, "Yo, why would you have this match on this show? Like, this is like a much bigger match."
yeah. Definitely
That's
said it's just too soon, like SummerSlam
It was
or
like after
yeah,
maybe
SummerSlam
a Rumble or go to even stretch it to Mania, right? We said that.
yeah, right.
where he
So
was talking shit like who else is left and seen it pop out.
yeah. So do y'all feel the same way about Jacob and Roman, or do y'all think it's like a good time to go ahead and pull the trigger on this?
Great time.
I mean, yes and no, because we know Jacob's not winning, so then it's just like
Mhm.
Like, yo, the thing is though, like the bloodline feud's been going on for a while, and he's been involved with it at this
Mhm.
point. Jacob, he's been around, so it's like people have been wanting this. This isn't like a year, like 6 months. It's been going on for like a year and a half, 2 years since Jacob's been in WWE, and people have been like, "Oh man, they teased it." Jacob is as hot as he's been without the belt. I mean, why not now?
Yeah.
Who
And
else are
this
you going to
is
feed to Roman right now? That's going to be a
Yeah, that
quality
was the
story
question. Like, who else
that
would Roman
leads to
feud with right
something that
now?
people want to watch.
it's a bunch of compelling stories he could do. I like the timing of it because this how you make a championship run memorable. You know what I'm saying? You put this once again, you put the stories with it and you tell a story and you make for intriguing opponents time after time. Like we seen the opposite happen when people won a title, expecting to like remember Kofi Kingston. You know what I'm saying? Kofi, they just threw bodies at him with no stories, you know what I'm saying? Just put on matches or whatever. Same with Cody. Cody didn't really get a full story with his title run after he won at WrestleMania 40 until he came across Kevin Owens. You know what I'm saying? So like you don't just throw bodies, you throw bodies that a story could be told. So like like even after he beat Jacob, there's a scenario in which he can go back and kind of like right his wrongs. And what I mean by that is like the same way he wanted to beat CM Punk clean, he could circle back to everybody who he beat but cheated against, like a LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? And he already got a story there because he already been kind of like teasing something with the Usos, and he circled back and he beat him again, but this time clean. And you know what I'm saying? Continue to circle back until we get to Night of Champions when he got a. Is it Night of Champions or is it the one later on down the line where it's champion versus champion? Um, Remember how they was doing champion versus champion, the winner gets that ring or whatever?
That was King of the Ring, wasn't
Crown
it?
Jewel, my bad.
Or
Crown
Crown Jewel,
Jewel,
something like
Crown
that.
Jewel.
Crown Jewel.
And then we circle back to that. So that's the direction. I like it though. I love it. Now also my last question about this one. Did Jacob turn heel last night? Okay.
Roman talking too much shit, man. He got
Yeah.
he got to
Yeah,
he got to
he
get chin checked
snapped.
real quick.
He snapped. He snapped.
Side
And
note,
that,
2 things.
but
Use the tongue and death grip.
fire.
Ming's finisher. Also, Ming is Tama and Tala, Tonga's
Dad.
father.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that is telling of something. Secondly, rumor is after this feud with Jacob, one of his next feuds might be with Gunther. That's the
Yeah.
rumor.
Yeah. That's a rumor
I
that
think that'll be a good.
I think hey Willie back. I mean, if you still going, Backlash shaping up to be nice. 'Cause I think they're doing Gunther versus LA Knight at Backlash. So
Yeah, but unfortunately,
if they go with that route, I mean, we know Gunther's gonna win, and then Gunther might be next up. So yeah, now that was a good callbacks. I like the moves that Jacob did. Now the only thing about that, I've been saying that I think Tama's about to side with Roman for sure, but Tyler's hurt. Tyler got hurt, so I don't even know if he's gonna be available for Backlash or whatever. I think he got hurt in the Andre the Giant battle royal.
yeah, Tama is definitely about to leave. Who he
He's
goes
definitely
with,
about
I
to
don't
leave.
know.
You get hurt in a meaningless damn match, Andre the Giant. Get the hell out of here.
We still wish him a speedy recovery, but yeah, it's
Well, yeah,
cool.
always. Don't see nobody get hurt.
Yeah.
Speaking of recovery, real quick, while I was just looking at AEW, where the hell is Keith Lee?
I think Keith Lee is still hurt, man.
Somebody please let me know.
I think he got a career-ending injury, man. I pray that's not the case. But last time I read reports on Keith Lee, they were saying like his career was on the line. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. I had to check the score of the game.
Huh?
It looks like we not getting packed up after
You're
all.
not getting packed up. It's close right now. You're not getting packed up.
Yeah, man. Is it still orange and blue skies?
Of course,
Yeah.
Stephen A had a legend. We'll talk about that later. Stephen A had a legendary rant, but nah. So I like the way this Backlash card is shaping up. So far, we got Io versus Oscar, and we got Roman versus Jacob. Looks like we're gonna get the Street Profits versus Division. Might get LA Knight versus Gunther, and then they're gonna throw in one more match in there. Oh, and Seth and Braun. So yeah, this card is shaping
I'm
up.
getting cut. That's too many matches for a WWE pay-per-view.
It's fine.
Getting cut.
That's
That's
5.
5?
That's 5.
Okay, well, might be all right. Okay.
That's 5. You know, so I doubt they go with 6. Typically, they pay-per-view like
Cool.
this, well, PLE like this, they're gonna have 5. So, so we're gonna see what they do, but it's shaping up to be all right. It's shaping up to be all right, man. So yeah, Shaq, you got anything for us, or we out of here?
We out of here.
We out of here. Bad. Well, appreciate y'all locking in, man. The episode 77 for all my people that still watch wrestling. Make sure you lock in with us. We on Instagram. We on TikTok. Yo, shout out to the TikTok crowd, man. That last video I posted, I posted a video tonight, I believe. Oh, it didn't go through. I said it for first thing in the morning. But anyway, yeah, we got over almost like 100 comments on our last video with CM Punk, man. A lot of people, and there was that's it. I'm gonna send y'all the screenshots. That's an interesting comments. A lot of people was like, "Yo, like, do you speaking facts?" Other people was like, "Nah, like he nowhere near the best in the world." Blah blah blah. But there's one thing I did want to do before we got 100% out of here. I almost forgot. I was one of my homies that I grew up with. He posted something on Facebook the other day, and of course he said, "Wrestling fans, what's your top 5 wrestlers of all time?" I'm gonna read you some of these top 5s, and I want to tell you. I want y'all to tell me what type of wrestling fan. What does this tell you about this wrestling fan? And when I give you the top 5, Shaq already look annoyed.
I'm more like it's okay. Let me be
Boy,
non-judgmental.
but
Go
I feel
ahead.
like
Go
he
ahead.
about to tell us Reggie's damn top 5 or some silly shit.
This my homie from Suffolk. So
Shout
Reggie
out
don't
Reggie.
know. All right, so one top 5. Hold on, I'll go. Okay, all right, so here go
Reggie
one.
don't get no love. Everybody like fuck Reggie. Okay.
Nah, Reggie,
Fuck
my dog. Shout out to Reggie, man. Shout out to Reggie, man. Yeah. Reggie, my dog, man. So one top 5. Dude said number 1, Brock Lesnar. Number 2, superstar Billy Graham. Number 3, Goldberg. Number 4, Dusty Rhodes, and number 5, Undertaker. What does that tell you
Well, I
about
was
this
waiting
wrestler?
for that man to say Diesel.
Yeah. Oh, the Ultimate Warrior. That's what I was waiting on.
This one, Kevin, like that boy said superstar Billy Graham.
First of all, how old is this mofo talking about
Who is this,
superstar
Otis?
Billy
Is this
Graham?
Otis?
How old is he?
Yeah, I'm about to say you asked Otis for his favorite?
From the pictures, he look. Well, matter of fact, I know this guy. He like 30. He like 30. He like 35.
No way possible. No way hell.
But as soon as he said superstar Billy Graham, ain't no way.
Billy Graham.
We weren't alive when he was wrestling, bro.
No. Yeah.
No, we were not. We weren't watching wrestling when he was wrestling. Next.
All right, that's one.
Now list this ass person from Suffolk.
All right, that's number 1, Great Muta. Number 2, The Rock. Number 3, Dusty Rhodes. Number 4, Barry Windham. And number 5, Bob Backlund. What does that tell you about this wrestler fit?
You said
who are these? These friends.
So great.
These gotta be mid-40 white men. Your ass.
No, so some of these people I don't know, but my homie made the comment. He ain't post his. Actually, he did post his. I'm gonna read you his next.
Like so, okay. So that list is like I don't want because Barry Windham was a worker. Like Barry Windham can wrestle.
Like that. I want to be like, yo, he knows ball.
Yeah, he knows ball.
The
but
list
like,
is still mid though. The list is still mid though.
Like Windham in there, like he knows ball, but nah. Like yeah, like that's like you shouting out Craig Elo or something. Like yeah, you know ball, but.
I'll read you a couple more. So my boy that posted, shout out to Donnie, man. He said number 1, Stone Cold. Number 2, The Rock. 3, Hulk Hogan. 4, Undertaker. 5, Ric Flair.
He stopped watching in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fair assessment.
He stopped watching in the Attitude Era.
That's a fair assessment.
Oh.
Hey, babe.
Run in.
Nah, she's not properly dressed. But let's see. Let me find. Where's this other one that I was gonna read? Oh, okay, all right. One said The Rock number 1, Stone Cold 2, Ultimate Warrior 3, Bret Hart 4.
Yeah, shut up.
Bret Hart 4 and Sting 5. What does that say?
Ultimate Warrior doesn't need to be anywhere on that list. He stopped watching in the 90s.
And then all right, and then last one. I actually know this guy. He said number 1 Sting, 2 Booker T, 3 Ric Flair, 4 Stone Cold, 5 Goldberg.
He was doing so good. He was all right. He was
Mr.
doing
Goldberg.
so good till he got to number 5.
That first of all, that tells me he was definitely watching Nitro more.
He's a Nitro fan. He's definitely a Nitro fan. And also, it's like,
He had WCW, NWO Revenge, all of that.
when somebody says somebody like Ultimate Warrior, like a Goldberg, that lets me know that they're a fan of the spectacle. Like, they don't really watch wrestling. Like, they're a fan of the allure of wrestling, which is, I can see how you get there. But once you really watch, there's a reason why his matches was 30 seconds long.
One of my homies,
there's a
this gonna piss you off. One of my homies I actually grew up with said Stone Cold 1, Warrior 2, Shawn Michaels 3, Undertaker.
What? Nah.
All right, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to us tonight. Make sure you tune in with us on all social media platforms.
MySpace,
Hermente. We love y'all.
We on the Bible app. We everywhere. Yeah.
We apologize for the back end of the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that shit was, bro. I don't know. We don't know what that was, bro.
Yeah, man. We on everything. Yeah. No, YouTube.
Once again, this is Yes, we still watch wrestling. We'll see y'all next time. Yeah.